of Liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically oppose the secret society.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the
decided
past,
long ago
to do whatever needs to be done
and unwarranted
to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
Far outweigh the dangers
in this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Welcome back to Embers of Liberty, where I barely made it back before the camera cut on.
And it's the Thanksgiving extravaganza.
I'm glad you can roll your R's because I fucking can't. But I will say this. I am thankful for this show. I'm thankful for my esteemed co-host, Joe. And I am thankful for you, the viewers. We wouldn't do it if it weren't for you. Well, we probably would, but that's not the point. The point is I'm thankful for those of you that watch the show. It means a lot to me, and we'll continue doing it as long as you enjoy it. So, quickly.
As I said.
Quickly, how was your week, Joe?
Good. How was yours?
It was good. It was pretty good.
Onward.
So, onward. It's time to talk freedom things. America, fuck yeah! So, actually, I don't really have a whole lot to get to tonight, but I do want to start it off with something that's extremely funny to me, and that something is happening in Gaza. And, well, it's actually not happening in Gaza. This happened on October 7th when Hamas attacked Israel. But I think that you will find it just as funny as I did, because as I was watching this today, I could not stop laughing. Okay. It is beautiful. Check this out. Took a pop shot. Not much audio to this, but that's not good. Yep.
There's like 3 dudes out there.
Hold on.
3 or 4 dudes.
Now watch this. That's a grenade. Okay. So that's one.
That grenade had been thrown in there, by the way.
Yes, it had.
And then got thrown back out.
Yes.
Because these guys don't know how to cook grenades.
Also, the guy that's in this house is goated. Check this out. In.
Throw the grenade in. Grenade
Back out.
Like these guys.
That's the guy in the house right now.
Like, tell me you don't know how to cook a grenade without telling me you don't know how to cook a grenade. Like somewhere.
This is, hold on. This is actual audio of the conversation going on outside this house.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Like, you know, Gordon Ramsay is somewhere like, that's not how you cook a grenade, you dumb cunt.
There's also there's some theme music too. It goes a little something like this.
Real man of genius.
Yes. Anyway, let's continue this.
Welcome, Malik.
There's number 3.
And well,
it came back out.
We just didn't
you
see
just
it.
didn't see it. Wait for it. Because here comes number 4. Here it comes. There's 4. Nah. Here comes number 5. Here comes number 6.
I didn't ever see 5 come back out. But I also didn't hear it blow up either.
Yeah, I think it was a dud. There's number 6. Nah, I don't want that. Game of hot potato with hand grenades. It's awesome.
Like, none of these guys know how to cook a grenade.
None of these guys know what they're doing at all. Here comes number 7. I'm just going to drop this one right here. Nah.
They're lucky they didn't get zapped on that one.
Yeah.
The last one, though.
Oh, maybe it was... Because I think here comes another one.
Yeah, there's another one. Because the last one looks like it gaps them up. Like, they look like they get vented on the last one.
Maybe they're out. Oh, here.
No, they get. There's another one. There's one. I watched this earlier. There's one more.
This is just beautiful. Like, this guy is my hero. Here comes number 7.
Cause see, he's actually going to throw it back out, and see, it bounces right there next to it. See, yeah, I'm pretty sure at least one of them got vented on that one.
Oh my god! I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did because it was beautiful. Like every little piece of that.
You know what they were thinking at that last one?
Oh shit, not good.
Indeed. That is indeed what they were thinking. I mean, I just, I saw this. I was doing show prep earlier today and I saw it and I was like, I wonder what this is. Like, did he really throw 7 grenades back?
Sure did. It's
sure
crazy.
as fuck he did. What's up, baby? Hello, baby. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I thought that was spectacular and incredible. Also, I forgot to mention this at the top of the show. We are, once again, dual streaming. We are on both Rumble and YouTube.
We are dual streaming the Thanksgiving extravaganza.
So, for all you audio listeners out there, if you want to go watch the show after the fact, it is available on both YouTube and Rumble. Some of the stuff might not make sense if you're just listening, so go ahead and give us a view. Also, if you're not, subscribe to the channel, click the like icon, and smash that bell icon. You'll always be notified when we go live. It is a live show Saturdays around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Smash it like Justin smashes
These nuts.
Got him.
Got him. Got him.
You having this access to this is just
Stupid.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm decent with it.
You are.
Liar.
So anyway, really there's not much been going on in Gaza other than the normal shit. But I do want to play this. It is footage of the Israeli Special Forces doing what the Israeli Special Forces do.
Freaking combat dog.
Combat dogs. It's fucking awesome. Uh-oh. This is Hamas right now.
Oh shit, not good.
Combat dog.
Combat dog. It's a danger canine.
בחוף ימה של עזה, מעט דרומית למעגנה. הרבה טנקים מאחורינו. צריכים לנצח בגדול את האירוע. נמצאים כאן במעגנה, בעזה. חלק מהיעדים שלנו להשמיד משגרים. מצאנו פה המון פירים.
snipers.
מחבלים. אפשר לראות כאן נמצאים.
Dang old scope daddies.
המערבי של עזה.
Scope daddy. So, yeah, I mean, it's more of the same. And it's also, I really just want to see him throw some of these grenades back again. I'm sorry. I really just love this.
You want to play it again because Kate wants you to play it again.
Partially, but also because I love every second of it. And it's only 3 minutes long. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, there's not too much on the list today.
Just so beautiful. Now, I would also like to note that all of these Hamas soldiers suffered from
emotional damage.
After failing to kill this man with a grenade 7 fucking times. Choked on my own
Why
spit.
don't you puff that dick a little harder? You hit me in the head and it made me burp. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Oh my god. It doesn't get old. I could watch this all day long and never get tired of it. And I think it's awesome that the Israelis are such warriors and they defended their homes and their homeland so fervently. Nah. You saw it come out the top, right? So you can see it come out of the corner of the doorway. If you...
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, see? It's awesome. I love the fact that on some of them you can actually see the guy's hand come out with it. Just doesn't get old. I can't stress this enough. It does not get old watching these guys fail to cook a grenade long enough to kill this guy.
Yeah, you saw his hand just then.
Look at these guys. They think they can stack up and cover that doorway long enough to keep him from being able to throw him back out. Man, you wrong as shit. Nah.
That dude about got vented on that one.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, it just doesn't get old, man. We'll probably watch this again at some point tonight. Nah. No, you take it.
These look like shitty ass grenades too. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, they're probably from Russia.
Like that grenade didn't do anything. Didn't even like mess up the paint on the wall.
No.
Now that one did something. I said I don't want it.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. Anywho,
I said I don't like it and I don't want
let's
it.
see. Oh, what's going on here? Now, did this turn off on Rumble? Better not have. Oh, let's just check in.
I said I don't want it. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god. It definitely did not. Oh, it's up now. Okay, whatever. So, for all of you watching on Rumble, welcome. We appreciate your viewership. Make sure you leave us a comment. Tell us
Like
where you're
super
from.
delay though.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Need to tell damn Bongino
still.
about it. Like Bongino, fix this
Yeah,
shit.
first off, Bongino's just an investor. He doesn't own the place. Anywho, give us a thumbs up. Follow the channel. Give us a Rumble. Whatever it is that you do on Rumble. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Give us a little
If you're watching on YouTube and you don't want to support the communist dickbags that love this national anthem, go ahead and go on over to Rumble. More than happy to have you there. So, anywho, moving on. We're going to go to more Israel-Palestine stuff, but this really is more of a... this is what Israelis are dealing with. Oh,
What?
You got to be shitting me.
What?
Maybe it'll work now. Nope. Go back. Maybe it got taken down. Nope. What the fucking shit?
What in the hell?
Okay, you know what? We'll try this.
Do that
Control
jump.
C. No, we're gonna go to. I'll pop up in Chrome here. See if that works.
Ooh.
Maybe it's just Edge.
Oh, yep, it is.
Hold on now. Now, this is what pro-Israel people are dealing with. This is what Jews are dealing with, and it is absolutely fucking disgusting. So check this out.
You know what you did? Yeah, he should have finished out. He should have finished out. Oh, you're a bitch. You know that?
It's kind of weird coming from a black man, just saying.
First off, I don't know if maybe you don't know this, but Hitler would have fucking killed you too because you're not white.
Exactly.
So
Dumbass.
Stupid. Smell like failure.
Also, there was audio of him after the fact saying this about himself.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
But you know what the weird part about it is back in the day, I wondered, or up till now really, I've always wondered, how did Hitler manage to get so many followers, right? And why, like, these people are crazy. That, like, no way that many people believe what he was saying. Now we are seeing that
we're literally seeing how Hitler got
right
where he got. Anywho,
and there are like tons of these pro-Palestinian bullshit videos.
They're all.
Matter of fact, today I was in Huntsville and I drove by pro-Palestinian.
See, now I'm
protesters.
lucky. I have not experienced this yet. But I think anybody that can sit there and say that Israel deserves what Israel's getting or what Israel got is just full of shit. Like, at the end of the day, Israel doesn't indiscriminately attack civilian structures in Gaza. They never have. And when they do attack them, they warn. You know, if you're not Hamas, get out. The problem is that Hamas doesn't care. We've said this a million times. It's not going to change. These people do not care about the Gazan civilians. They just don't. They want Palestinians to die.
Yep.
Because if Palestinians are dying, and it's because Israel is following through on their, promise to eliminate all of Hamas, then, it's Israel's fault. Israel's killing innocent civilians.
That'll kind of play into Joe's conspiracy corner later.
Yeah. So anyway, there was some stuff that happened in the United States Senate this week that I particularly enjoyed.
Before we start,
immensely.
all I'm saying is I think cage matches should start being a thing.
I think that the commie dickbag that prevented this, the guy who loves this national anthem as well. First off, Bernie, shut the fuck up. Stop taking shit from us, okay? We needed this. So check this out. This is Senator Mullen from Oklahoma challenging the Teamsters boss to a fight.
Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows, and it's here in the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish you was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made.
Joe, you know something about that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And like I said, probably actually having to deal with people's shit. Like, and I don't mean like vocal shit. I mean actual shit.
Yep.
What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh shit, not good.
Indeed. So Malik points out something that I was actually about to bring up. Mullen is actually an undefeated mixed martial artist. Granted, he doesn't have much of a record. From what I've seen, it's a 3-fight record.
But he's undefeated.
None of them lasted into the second round, from what I hear. So maybe if you don't want to get your ass kicked, don't challenge him to a fight. But anyway, here we go.
If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
No,
guy.
no, stop it.
Is that your solution, every poll?
No, sit down. Sit down. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Bernie, shut the fuck up.
I mean,
how dare you take this from us?
I hate to say it, but Bernie's right.
I mean, he may be right, but I want more of this.
I mean, I think, like in the room, you should act professional, but then there should be a thing where it's like, all right, you want to fight? Let's go to the caucus cage.
Could you imagine, like,
the next thing you know, you got like
Bernie Sanders fighting, I don't know, Chip Roy or some shit.
But no, think about it like that. Like it's like
I got one. AOC and Lauren Boebert cage match,
bikini style.
Yes.
Like you even got people like go like you can see all the other senators that want to watch like going crazy in there. They're ripping their shirts off like yeah, get them. They're like screaming like 2-man enter, 1-man leave. It's Thunderdome.
If this is your first night in Congress, you have to fight. Fight Club Senate Edition. Oh my God.
Shit.
Anyway, so Bernie has to open his fucking commie mouth and stop this fight from happening. I really wish that this guy had gotten his ass kicked.
To be fair, though, he is being the voice of reason. He actually is right.
I mean, yeah, but you know what? You know what, Joe?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Dude, shit. He is right. I mean, he's a damn senator and he's act like it.
I wanted that senator to be like...
I mean...
And I wanted the Teamsters boss to be like this.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
All the Teamsters boss would have been like is, I want to go talk to my representative and we're going to go on strike.
My union rep.
I'm going to talk to my union rep.
Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond?
Hold it. If we can, no, I have the mic. I'm sorry. Hold it. You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't.
No, you can't.
This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt.
Okay, so
that's what I'm saying. Bernie,
I know that he's the voice of reason in this situation, and
he actually makes a point.
You know, to an extent, I agree with Bernie. This shouldn't be going on, but also, I wanted to see that guy get his ass kicked.
I mean, we all did, but maybe not on the tax dollar dime.
Oh, man. No. Whoop his ass.
I want blood, and I want to see it.
Damn it.
2-man enter, 1-man leave.
I mean, if they had just let it go, it would have been a combination of and because freedom fucking rings that bell, and it rings it hard.
Oh, and I guarantee you, he would have rung that bell.
Oh yeah. I mean, just taking one look at the Teamsters boss.
But Congress,
you know,
I don't like thugs and bullies.
And I
don't like you because you just described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic. You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this because I did challenge you and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet.
No,
you challenged me to a cage match, acting like a 12-year-old schoolyard bully.
Excuse me. Hold it. No, excuse me.
I will say.
I'm going to cut.
Senator Mullen, I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not talking about. Of course,
and,
I
and let
you,
me let me show you his hearing because I want to expose this thug to who he is.
If you're not pointing at me, that's disrespectful.
I don't care about respecting you at all.
I don't respect you at all.
Oh, so
all right, hold
let me,
Oh, I love it. I love every second of this. As much as I hate to admit that Bernie's right, I still love every second of this. This is what America needs.
He's taking a giant steaming turd on this guy right now.
The first time watching this, the only thought that went through my head was about Bernie, and it was...
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
That, I mean, literally.
He was even going to take his ring off and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold it. No.
You don't want to
hold it.
The most
Hold
elite
it,
people
please.
acted.
Please.
Look at this. He's getting so frustrated his dandruff's getting all on his shirt.
It's weird. He just wants his pudding. He wants his pudding cup, the butterscotch, not the tapioca.
He's like, damn it, y'all are making me late for my pudding. I just want my pudding.
First off, you notice that Bernie pointed at him. He doesn't seem to have a problem with Bernie pointing at him.
You know why? It's because they're both.
Yep. Indeed. Anyway.
All right. This is a, excuse me. This is a hearing to discuss economic issues. All right? If you have questions for Mr. O'Brien or anybody else on what he has said, go for it. But we're not here to talk about fights or anything else.
I'm quoting exactly what he said.
You can say what you want.
This is your witness you brought. And let me. I'm exposing him.
You can
as
talk
a person
anything you
who
want.
is. So in
No
2013,
Nope.
in 2013, O'Brien was suspended by the Teamsters for intimidating your own members. In
Even the Teamsters don't like you.
You were part of, what would you say, organizing the harassment and intimidation of the Top Shelf crew.
Chef, not chef.
Top Chef. Okay, and then and I think in the reports they said sexual, racist, and homophobic slurs and death threats. 14 tires were sliced, and 5 Teamsters were arrested. And you said, "Well, I had nothing to do with it." But however, in that same statement, you said, "But if I get called to testify, I'll plead the fifth." This is the witness you brought in here. In 2017, you were removed as lead negotiator by then President Hoffa for UPS for your actions. And then in 22, when this guy was elected, what he said after he got elected was he wanted to bring the mob mentality back to the Teamsters. This is your guy.
And you're obviously going to give him a chance to respond to your questions.
Absolutely, because this is my question. Because you called me. I didn't call you out.
Yeah, you did.
You said anytime.
Let's get the record straight.
Miss Hold it. No.
Hold on.
Senator Mullen, do you have a question for the witness?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, anytime, any place.
No, that's
April is a charity event.
No, that's not.
No, it's a sir. He said it, and this is.
He is here to
set parameters on what the questions can or cannot be asked.
Bernie,
no, you're not going to. We're not going to be talking about physical confrontation.
Oh, this is about charity for a union charity because this is firefighters.
You have a question on his testimony.
April.
Grow up, will you please?
You have
grow
a
up.
question on his. Let's not.
He said it.
First off, don't fucking sit there and act like you didn't do anything in this to initiate this response, motherfucker. You did this. Man up. Take your bald head up there and get your ass whooped like a man. Okay? Just do it. Just walk up there and let Mark Wayne Mullen punch you in the fucking face.
Or at least slap your man titties around.
Jesus, just shut the fuck up.
Embarrassment.
You said it, and I'm simply answering it.
Senator Mullen, hold it. Senator Mullen, you made some charges. Mr. O'Brien, do you want to respond to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality of it is,
Except my challenge,
Mr. Mullen, tough guy.
Hold it. Answer the question.
First off, if I looked like that, I wouldn't be talking shit at all. You know, he looks like he got a severe case of the Dicky-Doo disease. You know, that one where you look down and you can't see your own pecker. You want to see my pecker? Can't see your pecker?
All right, you don't want, he made a lot of statements, right? and his statements are fiction at best.
Fiction, I read them.
We keep pausing. Look, this UPS guy back here, I'm sure he's on the Teamster side.
He is, because UPS is part of Teamsters.
Okay, well, he can suck a dick too, because didn't they just get a like $50 raise or some shit?
They make like $42 an hour now.
That is, I'm sorry, but that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
A bullshit?
Like, I appreciate what our package carriers do, especially around the holiday season, but you don't deserve that much money.
I will say that because they make so much more money, their service is a lot better.
Really?
Yes. You actually get shit when it's supposed to get there.
Well, I hope
as someone who works in logistics, like UPS is the people that you go to if you want to guarantee that it gets there the next day.
I hope so.
Because FedEx fucking sucks because they're not union. Well, it's not because they're not union. It's because all the people who care about their job, that want to do a good job, they go work at UPS. They don't go to FedEx. Anywho.
What?
I'll answer the question, please.
I can't understand him, to be honest with you. He rambles so much. What was your question, actually?
Well, you said I made a lot of statements.
No, but what's your question? I don't understand your question. Could you repeat it?
You said anytime, any place.
What's your question?
And look, Bernie's like, damn it, I'm done. Bernie's like, damn it, I'm done.
You said anytime, any place. I'm accepting yours, so why don't you come
What
back?
challenge? What challenge are you talking
April
about?
30th. How about we do it for a charity at the Smoking Guns in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
No, we're not going to be
what was the
talking about
challenge?
physical confrontations here.
You want to fight me?
What'd you say about anytime, any place?
Let's have coffee, discuss our differences.
First off,
Liar!
that's not what you meant. We all know that's not what you meant. Nobody in that room is stupid enough to believe, except for maybe Bernie Sanders, that you truly meant,
I mean,
let's have a cup of coffee.
I'm not going to lie. I would contribute to whatever charity he is running if it means we get to watch them fight.
Yeah, 100%. Put that bitch on pay-per-view. I want to see that guy tap in 10 seconds.
Hell yeah.
I want to see it. I need this. And that commie bastard took it from me.
Bernie should be forced to officiate it.
That commie bastard took this from us. He took it from us, Joe.
I have a feeling this fat bald head man.
He just turned into Jerry.
I have a feeling Jerry. No, listen,
Jerry, don't you take this from us.
Shh, it's okay.
Don't
Calm
you
down.
take this from us, Jerry.
Shh, calm down. It's okay.
I can't be calm.
It's okay.
I need my Senate fight.
Oh no, I want Senate fights. I want that to be like a norm.
I would be.
Can you imagine?
I would be Cartman in this situation. You know, in the cripple fight episode where Cartman runs around yelling. Well, I know, but a lot of people did. Whatever. Anyway,
can you imagine though Nancy Pelosi like ripping off her bra and like throwing it in the ring and be like, $12,000 for each job, boys.
So there was an episode of South Park where Timmy, who is mentally retarded, and Jimmy, who is like he's got a stutter and he's got cerebral palsy and shit.
It's terrible.
And they're gonna fight each other.
That's terrible.
So Timmy's in a wheelchair and the other guy's on like the arm crutches, and Cartman's just running around the entire town going, "Cripple fight!"
It's so terrible. It's so terrible.
That I want this. I would be running around going, "Senate fight!" all day long. I would do whatever it took to be there to watch these things happen. Okay, and at the end of them, I'd be like,
I'm gonna come.
anywho.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
All right, well, let's sit down and have coffee.
Let's do it. All right. I'd love to.
But
It's funny how you're backing out.
okay,
Well, I don't back on anything.
You did.
You just backed out of that fight, you bitch.
Bernie's just like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Except for he does. He makes way more money than any of us do. You know, he only drives an Audi R8 supercar.
You serious?
Dead serious.
Bruh.
But yeah, climate crisis and all. You know, V10 supercar, really good on gas, really good for the environment.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, super awesome. Anywho, so what do you think of the Senate fight, chat? Is it something that you want to see? Do you want to see Senate fights? I want to see Senate fights.
You should make a poll.
You know what? That's a great idea, Joe. Let's do a poll.
Should Senate fights be a thing?
Start a poll. Yep.
In Congress, not just the Senate, but in Congress.
If you're watching on Rumble, you're not going to see the poll. Go on over to YouTube. It's Embers of Liberty channel on that as well. You'll
all
see
the money that
there.
gets raised goes towards the national debt.
Should there be cage fights in Congress? Let us know. We want to know what you guys think, because we think that there should be. Anywho, moving along, it's time for This Week on X. First up on This Week on X, being libertarian, one of my favorite accounts. 2022 was wild since it was the year of the tiger. I'm sure 2023 will be much more tame since it's the year of the rabbit. And if you're not aware, that is the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail with the sharp, pointy teeth. Origin of the Holy Hand Grenade. Adam Kinzinger. I hate this guy. Good morning to all but this guy at Howley, Missouri, showing Josh Howley running in the halls of Congress on January 6th. Immediately in the replies to Adam Kinzinger's own tweet is Crockmorton P. Gildersleeve with a goated image of Adam Kinzinger crying over January 6th. Get fucked, nerd. Nevada Memes for Liberty. Girls with a time machine. I'm your granddaughter. Really? Boys with a time machine. Any last words, shithead?
Who's that guy? I don't know.
That is FDR. The Babylon Bee. Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro forced to wear their Get Along shirt.
I have not heard.
Oh, they're severely fighting with each other.
About what?
The Israel-Palestine stuff.
How so?
Basically, Candace is playing the Christian card and Ben is unhinged.
Like, F them bitches up.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, it's just a shit show. But anyway, the Babylon Bee never misses an opportunity to poke fun at everybody.
I mean, I'll play the Christian card. The we're going to march into battle with a big golden cross and Crusader outfits card.
So Candace, has been asked to comment on this, and she goes, "Life's tough. Wear a helmet. I'm too pregnant for this, man." Anywho, the redheaded libertarian. Can anybody check on Adam Kinzinger for me? He has me blocked, but I need to know that he is crying over the release of the J6 tapes. Clown World found this one. At Colin Tucker posted, "COVID is ramping up again, and I just hit the shops. Not a single other person seen in a mask. Not one. People are dumb as fucking dog shit. No, you're dumb. COVID's over. Fuck off." Joe Biden. Pop, pop. "I'm fighting every day to continue lowering costs for hardworking families so that they have more breathing room."
Liar!
"Instead of joining me, congressional Republicans are fighting to slash taxes for the wealthy and big corporations while standing with Big Pharma. I won't let them."
Liar!
Unfortunately for you, Pop Pop, that's not true because
Smell like failure.
and Republicans have been fighting with Big Pharma since you tried to force everyone to get the COVID shot. So, fuck you.
Oof. Eat a dick.
Thank you, Joe. Tim Pool.
I like Tim Pool.
I like Tim Pool, too. LeVar Burton threatening to strike women for not wanting their kids to see porn is a character arc I never saw coming. Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. With porn.
So what happened exactly?
Essentially, LeVar Burton is on the groomer side, saying that pornography is appropriate for children.
I know that there was a big thing where what was it? Like one of the senators said that him and his son hold each other accountable for their porn usage or whatever.
The new Speaker of the House, but that's not what they said.
Or that was how the media spun it.
They have an accountability app that alerts them if one of them attempts to watch porn.
Right, so they can hold each other accountable. Right. Just like men holding each other accountable for how much they drink or how much they smoke or, make sure they're exercising.
Correct.
It's so that way they can, he can trust his father to walk the walk and talk the talk.
Exactly. So, yeah, fuck them guys. And that was This Week on X. Not bad.
Not bad.
Here's the problem with X here lately. Everything is about Israel and Palestine.
Right.
And none of it's any good. And in fact, it's just a lot of anti-Semitic bullshit that's being pushed on everybody. Now, more about the January 6th stuff. They're trying to keep Trump off the ballot in places like Colorado. And they're failing miserably because you can't prove that Trump incited an insurrection because at the end of the day, he didn't. And that's not to say that January 6th was good or that it, was right or the right reason to do something, but it should serve, as I've always said, as a reminder
that your back door open, baby.
To the powers that be that we're in charge, not them.
And your back door is open.
And your back door is wide the fuck open.
And we got the lube.
Anywho, so
some of us got a lot of lube.
In a stunning blow to this case. What the fuck?
We've been following breaking news out of Colorado where a judge ruled against an attempt to keep Donald Trump off the ballot.
It's the sack.
It's our sack, baby.
It's America's sack.
She looking good too.
I
always thought she was fair.
I mean, she's way better looking than what's her face.
I don't know,
Black Debbie.
I don't know, man.
Don't sit there and tell me you fucks with Black Debbie.
I'm not gonna lie. Like she pretty fine too.
Well, unfortunately for you, she does not like penis.
I know.
So
I'm saying in 2024.
And you're
this
married.
is not the first time the judge has ruled this way, but
fine.
in this ruling, the judge found, quote, that the court finds that petitioners have established that Trump engaged in an insurrection on January 6, 2021, through incitement, and that the First Amendment does not protect Trump's speech. We're all trying to make sense of this, but joining me now is someone who can help us do that, Colorado Secretary of State Janet Griswold. Well, Secretary Griswold, thank you so much
What the hell?
for joining us. I've been reading all the clips and I've been trying to make sense of what this all means. So let me start by just asking you what your reaction is to the ruling and what this means in Colorado.
Note, they found that he did these things, but he's still eligible to be on the ballot. Meaning, you can't take him off the ballot just because you don't like something that you think he engaged in when there's no legitimate proof.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, all these people that are coming forward and testifying against him, blah, 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 it's hearsay. You can't prove any of it. So what are you going to fucking do? You can't keep him off the ballot. And every time you do shit like this, all it does is strengthen his base. All it does is make it more likely that he is the nominee and that he gets elected again. So they've moved from this to, oh, well, Trump is planning a military takeover of the government and a hostile dictatorship, blah, 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 blah. You know what? Cry me a fucking river. Nobody fucking cares.
And no, he's freaking not, because then you have a bunch of people pissed off again.
So let's take a look at the results of this poll. So we got 4 votes, which is about all we had. And it's 100% yes. Imagine that.
Malik saying, how can you blame a man for saying something when him saying the exact opposite on video? I don't know what he's talking
about. He is referring to the incitement. He's saying, how can you blame someone for inciting a riot or inciting a violent insurrection, as they call it, when he's legitimately on tape saying peacefully and patriotically march to the Capitol.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not engaging in an insurrection. In fact, that is the opposite. It's telling people to go, but don't be dickheads.
Right.
Right? So, on the same vein of January 6th, The new Speaker of the House.
It from beginning
He
to end.
is
But
doing stuff.
Who is this for? What's he doing on a Friday night with all this footage?
this is definitely an olive branch to the hardliners in the party, folks like Matt Gaetz, who have been pushing for these tapes to be released widely. Tucker Carlson was the sole receiver of the tapes when McCarthy released them in February. They've been allowed in a reading room in the.
So you asked, well, what's he doing on a Friday night with these tapes? He's slapping them down on the internet, and he's going home. Like, baby, you ready for this Big Johnson? Get it?
It's a good Christian man.
You get it?
Yes,
Johnson.
All right, Mrs. Johnson, I hope you're ready for my Johnson.
Yeah.
Capitol these last several months, but this is the first time they're going to be released online for the American public at large to view.
40,000 hours.
40,000 hours of tapes.
There
so
is
I
a
think
lot.
that's something like 5 years or something of actual footage of that day. So I don't know that anybody will actually watch it from beginning to end.
Now,
woman, you underestimate us.
You underestimate the power of a group of people to do what needs to be done. Now, on that same vein,
you underestimate the power of Reddit. Like, Reddit will have all this systematically broke down.
So while this is all going on, here are all the tapes. Or a lot of them, at least.
That's pretty.
There's 5 pages of them.
It's not really that much.
It's really not. Now, to get to the juicy stuff, you really have to go to page 5-ish.
5-ish. Oh yeah, right there where the police let them all in.
So, there's no audio, so you can't really hear anything, but
plenty of police there to quash this.
There's plenty of police there. And this doesn't look particularly violent at the moment. And it doesn't appear that it really gets particularly violent in this particular clip.
I think we're frozen. Okay, there it goes.
So, they're all still outside. They're just waving their little flags, Trump 2020, MAGA, blah, 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 whatever. And Trump's sitting over there going,
I'm going to come.
But at the end of the day, a lot of the videos that are being released are exactly this. Nothing really happening. So, again, if you want to go to page 5, I think this is one of them. Yeah, so this window right here, it's not broken right now. But somewhere in the middle of all this, they get in. All right? So where exactly does that happen? Okay.
Right there.
So we'll go right here. Okay, broken window. Not good. Not what you want to see.
Probably going to get charged for that. Oh, broken window over there.
Broken window over here. Police officer. Pepper spray. Guys in. Hands up. Another guy. Oh, that guy's fully decked out. Notice, though, no firearm.
But,
Weird.
But that could have been mistaken as a firearm.
Riot shield. Phone guy. Random dude. Somebody coming through the window. This guy trying to open this door. Oh, kick that one open. And now everybody just pours on in. So, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, this is fucking
smoking. That's disrespectful, bro.
I don't think he's smoking. I think
There's
that was
the
a
shaman.
pen. Yep, there's a QAnon shaman. And again, at the end of the day, this is not a good look for any, political affiliated person. But it should indeed serve as a reminder to the federal government that we, the people, are in charge. We have all the power. That's technically our building. And as such, fuck around and find out, I guess. But at the end of the day, these guys did this for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Because at this point, there was nothing you could do to overturn the election. It's not going to happen, aside from legitimately overthrowing the government.
Let's pause it real quick and take a moment to talk about this guy that thinks he's directing like the troops, and he ain't nobody listening to him for shit. That guy right there. Look at that. Watch this. He starts like directing people which way to go, and they ain't even listening. Guy. Yeah. And nobody listening to him for shit.
Nobody was listening to anybody in the middle of all this. I mean, let's be honest here. You know, go that way.
Yeah, people are like, no, I'm going which way I want to go.
Yeah. Come on now, yeah.
I would like to point out that none of these people look like the gray man.
No.
Like you are, most of these people are 100%.
Most of these people are 100% going to be charged with something.
But I'm saying they're 100% going to be noticed.
What the fuck? Who let Tammy in?
Does she have her hair pulled down like a beard?
Look at this. Does that not look like Tammy from the YouTube videos?
Oh no, I don't know who that is.
Oh my god. Got, man in a suit. What I really want to know is how many of these people were FBI agents.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know. And that's the stuff that we're never going to get an answer to. Like this guy right here, I don't know. He looks like he could be a Fed. He was on the phone.
He's not really doing much.
That guy's definitely a Fed. He just jumped right back out. So is this guy. All these people going out through the window, stupid. You're already in. You might as well just stay. Fuck. It's at the end of the day, a lot of these videos are going to be this. This is what you're going to see. You're not going to see a whole bunch of violence. You're not going to see people with fucking AR-15s rolling around in the halls of Congress. You're not going to see any of the shit that they wanted you to believe happened. Because at the end of the day, it was a sham. Yeah, some of these people should go to jail for this. Should people have been kept in solitary confinement for 6 months or 2 years because of this? Absolutely the fuck not. There is such a thing called due process. Should people that were involved in this have the same resources expended upon them as were deployed to find the Boston Marathon bomber? No. I mean, at the end of the day, all of this is fucking stupid.
Like half these people shouldn't have even been went after at all.
No.
Okay, someone broke the window. Yeah, you need to charge that person. People broke the windows.
When you think about what happened, how many of those people were there just to be present, not to do this?
Right.
To do something like this is one thing. To go there with the intent to do this is a completely different thing. And then you have people like Ray Epps who are on camera saying, we need to go into the Capitol.
Well, here's my thing. Like, if you're going to do something, man, go full balls. Like, my thing is what was the point of this whole thing if y'all were just going to like, oh, the police said leave, let's leave.
Listen, if you want to take over the government, you know that you're not going to do it with flagpoles.
Right.
You're going to have to use
I'm not saying let's go overthrow the government. I'm just saying what's the point in all this?
Nobody's advocating for that. Right. At the end of the day, if it comes to it, yes, because that's guaranteed to us. But what I'm getting at
is why even do this? If you're not going to actually go in there and be like, all right, we're doing some shit, like freaking go home.
I mean, again, it goes back to my shirt that I wore last weekend. It's only treason if you lose.
Exactly. And you ain't going to win with flagpoles.
You're definitely not winning with flagpoles. But I also don't think that they expected the full might of the federal government to come down on them the way that it did. I don't think that any of them thought this through further than, let's just go in.
Look at that guy. That guy looked like he's cross-eyed.
This guy came straight from Coleman, Alabama. Coleman, Alabama, right here. That's this guy.
I don't know if that's Lacey Springs right there.
Yeah, that may be Lacey Spring.
That's Lacey Springs.
That may be Huleko.
Yeah, there you go.
Bobby
Boucher.
Yeah, this guy, he's definitely from Tennessee. Anyway, at the end of the day, again, I think that this served as a reminder to Congress that we're in charge, not you. Nobody else. The people are who are supposed to be in charge when it comes right down to it. And I think that's what this should serve as a reminder. And I think it did that. Unfortunately, I also think that a lot of these people that are reminded that we're in charge are like, well, you're not going to be for very long.
Yep.
And that's the unfortunate part. So, you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Now, were you aware that San Francisco can indeed be cleared of homeless people? But only if a Chinese communist is coming to town.
California officials are making a push to clean up San Francisco ahead of President Biden's meetings with Chinese President Xi Jinping and other world leaders. Edward Lawrence has the latest.
More than a dozen world leaders are coming here to San Francisco this week for the annual APEC summit. And the city is making a big push to clean its image up, literally. Hundreds of public workers clearing homeless encampments, picking up trash and washing graffiti, hoping to hide the city's recent struggles with crime and drug use in a once thriving downtown. Critics say the timing of this cleanup is purely political.
San Francisco is an embarrassment, and they don't care about the residents. They only care about impressing Xi Jinping. If it weren't so sad, it would actually be funny.
And then there's the protesters. Thousands hitting the streets over the weekend to demonstrate against what they claim are unfair policies being promoted by APEC. And they say they'll be here all week, threatening to make a difficult transportation situation even worse.
We're bringing in thousands of people to the street and all week to shut down APEC and oppose the neoliberal trade policies that it's promoting.
But some in the city see this as an opportunity. Mayor London Breed has been promoting pop-up shops and new restaurants, while in Chinatown, a week-long celebration kicked off Saturday with businesses hoping for a big boost from foreign visitors.
People in the community and I think the city are really looking at APEC as a potential reset for San Francisco, a relaunch of our image, certainly our reputation.
Now,
what is APEC?
I'm not really sure. Why don't we look that up real quick, because I didn't really look too much into that. The Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation. So it's basically the United States, China, Taiwan, you know, all those people. Now, I do want to point out that prior to Xi Jinping, because Xi Jinping was visiting, they made it really look like communist China by erecting where are the images? Oh, here we go. So this right here, that doesn't look like America to me.
Nope.
That looks like a communist hellhole. That looks like, you know, we don't want you to be able to access the streets unless you're in a car, and we're going to make sure that you are constrained to the sidewalks. And if we don't like what you're doing, we're going to make sure that you're welded into your home. That's what that looks like to me. That doesn't look like it's an American city. That looks like a communist shithole. So I bet Xi Jinping felt truly at home.
Yep.
In the midst of all of this.
That's why he's like, oh, I cooperate.
He was very, very pleased with Gavin Newsom, you know, the Ken doll of all governors. So
that's why he's like, oh yeah, man, I'll cooperate with y'all. This was like home.
The problem is that Ken doll himself made himself look like, well, a fucking tool bag. Check this out.
I know folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town.
That is why.
That's true, because it's true.
Oh, wow.
So you didn't care about cleaning it up prior to the leaders coming.
Dumbass.
Gavin Newsom also had this to add.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Why the fuck would you say that?
Because you're a dumbass.
I mean, this face right here says it all, right?
I'm a dumbass.
Why? So you don't care until all these fancy leaders come to town. That's truly what you just said. I don't care about San Francisco until all these fancy world leaders come to town.
Notice the guy back here in the bright, vest. He's probably like, shit, this dumbass.
Indeed. At the end of the day, you can't say shit like that. That's not a good look. Like, you're going to get shit on for this. And you indeed have been shit on for this.
Oh, and you deserve to get shit on.
But it's also true.
You deserve the whole
for
turd.
months and months and months prior to APEC, we've been having different conversations.
Oh, really? What conversations might those be? Conversations of, I hope Joe Biden drops dead so that I can run for president. That's the kind of conversation that he's had. Because I've heard it from several sources that the only thing that he cares about is being president of the United States one day. That's all he wants.
And I hope.
It's literally all he wants. And I'm sorry, but ain't going to happen, buddy. But, then there was Joe Biden greeting, his buddy communist dictator, Xi Jinping.
They about hit that Marine.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that is a car made in China.
No tags.
No tags. And probably has the turning radius of a semi.
Probably.
Also, foreigner driving. So,
just play the damn video.
Yeah.
We're in. Open the door. Ready. Doors. Ready. Pop. Ready.
So now, a good Marine would have had his sidearm in his hand, and he would have just shot the communist dickhead in the face. But no. This is Joe Biden's Marine Corps.
Ready. Close.
Why is he having to say what he's doing to the door?
That's just standard protocol, I'm sure. Oh yeah, just escort your little communist buddy.
He's telling him, so this is the land you're about to receive.
Look at this. Look at this Walter-looking motherfucker. Look at this bitch. He's about to go in there and be like,
True international effort to pressure.
Oh, he knows that Xi Jinping has got the lube.
Oh, yeah,
and he's about to get it.
So, I have a fundamental problem with this.
Yeah,
we should not be welcoming authoritarian communist dictators, and those are Joe Biden's own words about Xi Jinping, which we're going to get to in a minute after climbing out a podium. But this is a problem for me, because at the end of the day, this man right here really is only president because of what happened in this man's country. And that's the only reason that he wants Xi Jinping here. That's the only reason that he cares to be friendly with Xi Jinping. Wasn't it Joe Biden that once said a rising China is good for the world? Yeah, a rising China is how we ended up with COVID, you fucking dipshit. Because China, much like all of Chinese history, sucks. Like, literally every bit of Chinese history sucks ass.
I don't know if I'd say that.
No, they literally just borrowed ideas from other places and never had an original thought. They couldn't stop fighting each other long enough to form a coherent government.
Maybe like a modern China. I'm talking about, I was thinking more like even like ancient China.
Even ancient China.
I don't know.
They're not, it's just not a good place. They didn't produce a lot of great thinkers. And the ones that were good thinkers were all military leaders, and they just wanted to kill people. So, Sun Tzu's Art of War.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. Confucius say. I don't know. I don't find their culture to be very original and very freedom oriented. And I have a problem with that because,
Understood. Play the damn video.
That's pretty much the end of it.
Okay.
President Biden, what's your message? What's your message to China today?
I'm going to touch his butt.
I'm going to sniff him.
True international effort to pressure.
That's the audio that came out of the doorway after it closed.
Yep.
Anywho. So
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a president and people were making memes and like audios about me, I would totally use them.
Correct. Me too. Unfortunately, he uses the Dark Brandon one, which is a Chinese joke about him. Anyway, but now it's time for Clown at a Podium, aka We Hate Her. Anywho, so Karine Jean-Pierre, well, we fucking hate you.
A follow-up quick question to what Kelly's asking. Has the White House considered having Mayor Bowser back over here just to talk about crime in general? I know she was here, I think, early when the president took office, but I'm just curious, any interest in maybe hearing from her?
We are in regular conversations with Mayor Bowser about an array of issues, range of issues that is important to the residents here, obviously in Washington, D.C. That is something that is continuous. We have a Intergovernmental Affairs Office here, and so we are in touch with her as mayor of D.C., but also other mayors and governors across the country. Look, I've said this moments ago, and I'll say it again. We've been very serious on dealing with crime that we have seen just across the country, and we'd love to work with Republicans on this. They have not been serious on this. The president, again, put forth the American Rescue Plan, signed that into law, put billions of dollars into communities to help mayors and governors deal with crime in their.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
And that's why we hate you.
None of those things happen, and that's why we hate you. Just shut the fuck up. Anyway, then there's this.
Right. There was an update. I just wanted to be curious. The House Oversight Committee has now issued a subpoena for the former White House counsel Dana Remus. They're also asking for 4 other transcribed interviews with White House employees regarding the classified documents that were found in Rehoboth or in Wilmington. I'm just curious, with the White House support.
I'm sorry, what are you laughing at?
Scroll back just a hair. Key is back.
Oh my god.
Oh. It's just like him, bro.
It does.
There's a Peel, which one of them? I don't know which one's who, but
yeah, Key and Peele is back in the building.
Classified documents that were found in Rehoboth or in Wilmington. I'm just curious, with the White House support cooperating with the committee's oversight, specifically with this subpoena for Dana Remus?
I'm just not going to comment from here, which is consistent with what we've been doing from here. Go ahead.
She just literally shit on herself, didn't she?
Yeah.
Did she just shit on herself?
She kind of did.
Damn.
Come on, man.
I'm just not going to answer that, which is consistent with what we've been doing here. Correct. You do not answer questions, and that's why we hate you.
Damn.
I mean, cell phone. No. Okay. Thought I'd closed the show notes. Now then, I don't know if you were aware of this, but Naomi Biden almost got carjacked.
Oh shit!
In D.C., the Secret Service had to fire a shot.
And there's a security incident overnight with the Secret Service agent apparently fired a shot, an attempted vehicle theft and break into the Secret Service vehicle regarding one of the president's grandchildren. Has the president been briefed on that incident, and does he believe that the Secret Service handled that appropriately?
So for any questions about security matters, I would have to refer you to the Secret Service. Any questions referring
Of course
to this,
you would.
I would have to.
Because you don't want to acknowledge the fact that crime is rampant in Democrat-run cities. To the point where Joe Biden's own granddaughter nearly got jacked. This is why we hate you.
Yep.
Like, this is legit why we hate you, Black Debbie. This is why. we're just flying through things tonight. We got plenty of time for Joe's Conspiracy Corner tonight.
Oh, it should be. I wouldn't say it's going to be a banger, but it'll be good.
And then the final piece.
Does the president need to know about this laddered CR before rendering a judgment on it?
So we're going to let the negotiations continue. We're going to be in close contact with Democrats in both the House and the Senate, the leadership there, and make sure that they are having their conversations to see the best path forward for the American people. And that's what the president spoke to. I think he said there was going to a conversation happening later this afternoon, or pretty much very soon. And so we're just going to let that be.
Little background. They did pass a continuing resolution, which did get signed into law by Joe Biden, but she just wants to sit here and say that the GOP spending proposal is untested.
Thanks, Crane. So the House plan includes no aid to Israel or Ukraine. Is the White House still confident that their supplemental funding request can pass on its own? And what vehicles remain here for Ukraine funding?
So look, Jake spoke about this very well from here and talked about the importance of making sure that we continue to fund Ukraine, making sure that we have funding for Israel as well. I'm not going to get into legislative negotiations from here, from the podium, but look, I'm going to be very clear. Lives are at stake.
Because it's kind of a violation of the Hatch Act, but that's neither here nor there.
Right? The national security supplemental that we put forward is incredibly important. It's important for our national security. Also, let's not forget the domestic.
Is it though? Or is it important for Ukraine's national security? Because I kind of feel like you're probably trying to send that to Ukraine.
Domestic supplemental as well, so it's important for our needs here, our needs across the globe. And so, look, we're going to not negotiate from here, but I think Jake laid it out very clearly, the importance of continuing to fund Ukraine and the importance of the funding that we've asked for Israel.
You called the laddered CR unserious. What deal would the White House be willing to accept, given all the stakes you laid out?
So look, I mean, let's be very clear here. I know there's been a lot of questions on this and the supplemental. Look, House Republicans are threatening a government shutdown. That's what we're seeing right now.
No, they're not. House Republicans are doing what the American people sent them there to do. They're trying to get the government to stop spending money that it doesn't fucking have. That's not the same thing as trying to shut down the government. Just because Democrat shitbags don't want to stop spending money that they don't have and they just want to keep running that credit card bill up doesn't mean that Republicans are trying to shut the government down. It means that Democrats suck at governing.
Now, that would hurt our economy. That would hurt our national.
No, I would argue that shutting the government down would boost our economy by a lot. Just say it.
Maybe.
I think that it would, be a net gain for the economy. But that's just my opinion.
Social Security, as I just spoke to, and in September we saw this happen, where House Republicans threatened to shut down the government unless they got their radical demands. Then they shut down Congress for three chaotic weeks as they try to figure out who their next speaker was going to be after ousting
McCarthy, who promised things and didn't deliver them. Yes, you were correct. He should have been ousted. He should have never been the speaker to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. And listen, just because Republicans like to run headlong at full speed into walls and kick themselves in the dick like this.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
Doesn't mean that Democrats have any better ideas, okay? Nothing would have happened anyway because there's such a slim majority in the House. Our government, again, is designed for gridlock. Gridlock is what we want. And by God, gridlock is what we've got. Ain't shit happening, and I'm here for it. I like it when things don't happen in the government. I hate people who want the government to govern them harder, like you. And this is why we hate you.
The last speaker. And so, look, there's work to be done. They have
to
get
the
work done. They got to keep the government open. And so negotiations are going to be happening. We're going to continue to talk to Democratic leadership on the House and the Senate. And
first off, Democratic leadership doesn't matter because they're not in the majority. Maybe you should cross the aisle and, I don't know, work with the Republicans. But you're not going to do that. And that's why we hate you. And that's been Clown at a podium.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
I don't know. KGB ruins it for me. Anywho, Joe, tell me, what do you know about George Santos?
I don't know much.
Well, I know that he's Jew-ish, but not Jewish. I know that he's gay, but not really. I know that he's been a drag queen, but that wasn't him. I know that he stole money from his campaign to buy himself things. And fraudsters should not be allowed in Congress. George Santos is a proven liar. And, you know, much like Rashida Tlaib, I feel like he should be expelled from Congress because he's a lying shitbag. And the House Ethics Report proved it.
New York Republican Congressman George Santos says he won't run for re-election.
Thank God. Praise the Lord. Praise him. I'm super glad that that dickbag will not be running for Congress again. But I digress.
In 2024, his announcement comes after the release of a House Ethics Committee report that found evidence he, Santos, broke the law. The committee unanimously voted to refer evidence of the congressman's alleged wrongdoing to the Justice Department. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott McFarland joins me now here on the set. Scott, what does the Ethics Committee report say?
I've read a few of these reports through the years. I've never seen this kind of blistering, scathing language in this exhaustive a denunciation of a member of Congress. Usually their language is soft. It's ambiguous or gentle.
Yeah, because usually...
You obviously didn't see the almost fight this week.
Usually, you can't really prove that they broke the law that much. This guy, however, is...
stupid.
And you can easily prove that he broke the law a lot on purpose.
This was not gentle. This was not soft. They didn't just say he acted unethically. They say he stole money.
He looks like the spoiled kid.
Who, George Santos?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like a tanner version of Dudley from the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Who likes dick. But anyway.
Conduct in office. They say he committed fraud. They said what they found paralleled the criminal case against him. And there are two headlines through the afternoon after the report came out. First of all, Santos says he's not running for re-election. He's not going to campaign for office again in 2024. And there's a growing number of his colleagues who did not vote to expel him earlier this month. They said they will now. His days could be numbered.
I read in the press release that accompanied the report from the Ethics Committee, Scott, a reference to additional uncharged and unlawful conduct referred to the Department of Justice. Do we have any idea what that is or isn't?
Some of this parallels the federal indictment. Some of this begs the question, is there going to be an expansion in the indictment?
Did the Ethics Committee find more, in other words?
Did they find more things that the Department of Justice was unaware of? That's a question for the Department of Justice. But here's what we can say paralleled the prosecution. They found that he took campaign money and used it for himself, for some very luxurious things, the type of things that most people don't buy out of their wallets. They also found there was some level of misconduct involving the reports submitted to the Federal Elections Commission, and that he was part of that. You know, in the prosecution, they had said, or Santos had said, it was my bookkeepers, it was my campaign staff. His defense lawyers have said.
Yes, that's what they all say. Didn't Richard Nixon say, I am not a crook? I don't know if you know this about politicians, but
usually crooks say that they're not crooks.
And, you know, the fact that George Santos has finally taken the hint and been like, I'm not going to run for re-election. I'm going to finish my term, but I'm not going to run for re-election.
If I was you, bro, I'd just step down.
Motherfucker, you might as well just resign now because your ass is about to get expelled. And I am here for it. More members of Congress should be expelled.
I hope he cries.
I hope he bawls his gay little eyes out.
He looks like a spoiled brat.
He really does. He really, really does. But I digress.
It was all his other people who did that. Ethics Committee said they found it was him who had responsibility for those Federal Elections Commission reports. That could differentiate it from the Justice Department prosecution, or maybe it tells the Fed something they already knew.
And you've talked to some people who are responsible.
Damn it, that lady's hair back there.
Together.
Jesus
Yes?
Christ.
Oh. And you've talked to some people.
Damn!
What is this?
That lady has been using that Pantene Pro V, baby.
That's not volume. That's hairspray.
That is volume and hairspray.
Maybe she's worth it. Maybe it's Maybelline. But that hair.
That may be her name, Maybelline, because she looks like she's from that Maybelline era.
Yeah.
Who are responsible for putting this report together.
Mercy.
Yes?
One of the Democrats, as part of the House Ethics Committee, assigned the task of investigating George Santos is a former federal prosecutor, Glenn Ivey of Maryland. He spoke about...
That's just the station satellite walking around. That woman picking up signals, baby.
Listen, man, I can hear Putin in his sleep. That woman can hear Martians on Mars.
She is communicating with otherworldly beings.
She's communicating with the dead, and this guy is being exercised right now.
That is a weird spot to stop.
It is, but you're the one that stopped it there. Anywho, I don't know. I think that this is probably the best thing that could... Whoa. That's from last week. Anyway, I think that this is probably one of the better things that could have happened, because at the end of the day, I'm disappointed that it had to come to this. I feel like our elected officials should have more dignity than that, to realize, well, yeah, I fucked up. I'm going to just be a man and step down. No, this is a man-child. This is literally Brennan from Step Brothers. He's here to fuck shit up. Okay? It's disgusting. This man should have never been allowed to remain in Congress after all the lies that he told about his background alone. No, I'm sorry, but you lied to the voters to get them to vote for you. Like, and more than just, like I support this, that, or the other policy. No, you literally lied about every aspect of your entire life to get elected, and you should not be in Congress ever. Period. End of story.
Yep.
You are a fucking failure.
You know what this man right here is probably thinking right now?
Where is that? I don't know.
I'm gonna come.
No, that's what he looks like. That's his O face.
That's his O face.
It's his O face. Anywho, now then.
Probably George Santos under that chair.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do Conspiracy Corner, or do you want to do Chats with Pop Pop?
Up to you, man.
No, pick one.
No, like I really don't care.
Okay, well, we're going to do Chats with Pop Pop. It's time for Chats with Pop Pop. Now, a little while ago, I said that we were going to talk about the fact that Joe Biden called Xi Jinping a dictator.
Emphasis on dick.
Yeah, well, he is a massive dick, but he's also a dictator. So here you're going to see Anthony Blinken react to that, and I think it's hilarious.
I have been deeply involved in moving on the hostage negotiation, and I don't want to get ahead of myself here because I don't know what's happened in the last 4 hours, but
he's folded the cards up and not looking at them.
Great cooperation.
Eagle's not looking at the cards. Eagle's not looking at the cards. Please, somebody step in. Please save Eagle.
From the Qataris. I've spoken with them as well a number of times. I think the pause and that the Israelis have agreed to, it's down to, I'm getting too much detail.
Oh my gosh, the word salad.
Yeah, but I am,
True international effort to pressure.
mildly hopeful.
Mildly hopeful.
And Mr. President, after today,
Now, hold on. Keep a close eye on this man right here. It's going to zoom in on him, but make sure you're paying attention. Oof. Oof. My bad. Caught the wrong button. I mean, Anthony Blinken
Scroll
in
it
this.
back, and I want to see this again.
Oh shit, not good.
That's what Anthony Blinken's thinking right now.
Oh shit, not good.
It's 100% what he's thinking. It's the only thing that he can be thinking.
This thing is shit. Now I got to figure out a way to walk this back.
Eagles off script again. Eagles off script.
Oh, that's good.
Not. Oh shit. Not good.
Oh shit, not good.
Now then. More from Pop Pop. As always.
With regard to a potential shutdown, I understand that the new Speaker of the House has a proposal. It's being negotiated with the Minority Leader of the House and Senator Schumer and the Republican leader are also talking about it. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. Apparently there's a meeting today at 4 or 5 o'clock on the Rules Committee. And
I'll be watching Matt look.
What did you go to the latter CR?
Wedding ring?
No wedding ring.
No wedding ring.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because it's not Joe Biden.
Now, I don't wear my wedding ring just because, one, I lost it. Two, I just...
Emotional
I work with my hands and I just don't like to have a ring on.
Smell like failure.
Look, man, I went on a trip. I took it off at night or something. I had it in my black bag. And when I went to go find it, it wasn't there.
Oh shit, not good.
Yeah, I paid like $500 for that thing.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make a judgment what I'd veto, what I'd sign, but let's wait and see what they come up with.
The hospitals in Gaza, have you expressed any specific concerns to Israel on that, sir?
Well, I have not been reluctant in expressing my concerns what's going on. And it's my hope and expectation that there will be less
under pressure.
intrusive action relative to the hospital. We're in contact and we're with the Israelis. Also, there is an effort to take this pause to deal with the release of prisoners.
No pause. Send some SEALs in there. Get our people out. And shut the fuck up.
And that's being negotiated as well with the Qataris are engaged. And so I remain somewhat hopeful. But the hospital must be protected.
Nah. Not when Hamas uses it as human shields. Sorry, that's not how this works.
Yeah, Probst, I just don't. Probst says he agrees with me about the rings. He only wears cheap ones because he's only at like $50. But I just don't like anything on my hands while I'm working with my hands. Like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like wearing socks at the beach.
Now then, you think that you saw word salad before? Wait until you hear this.
Its precursors will be curbed substantially, and the pill presses. That's a big movement. They're doing, and by the way, I guess I shouldn't identify where it occurred, but John.
Dear gosh.
You're about to hear one of the dumbest things that you're going to hear all night. And I truly mean that. I truly mean that.
I know two people near where I live. Their kids literally, as I said, strange, they woke up dead.
What?
Huh?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
What? What?
Come on, man.
What? What?
Their kids literally, as I said, strange, they woke up dead.
Stupid.
What? Huh? woke up dead.
He goes, wait, guys.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Our kids literally, as that's strange, they woke up dead.
Oh, that's your president, America.
That's who supposedly got 81 million votes.
That is the leader of the free world.
That right there, that is some grade A bullshit. I would like to make a note about this year's president. I did not know when I ordered Joe Biden that it would be served to me gray.
Extremely gray and wilted.
I do not like gray politicians, Daddy. They are icky. Oh my God. Joe.
Leader of the free world, guys.
They woke up dead. Okay. That's what you need to know there. They woke up dead.
Good gravy.
And then there's this. Yeah, which way do I go? Matlock's coming on. It's a new episode tonight. I'd really like to get home and see it. Which way do I go?
Come on, man.
President, can you address the hostages directly and give them a message of hope and resilience in these troubling times?
Yes, I can. I've been talking with the people involved every single day. I believe it's going to happen, but I don't want to get any detail.
Yeah, I can.
I believe it's going to happen.
I can talk about that. I don't know anything, but anyway.
What's your message for the families?
Hang in there. We're coming.
I'm sorry, what? What did you just say?
I do believe he said, hang in there, we're coming.
What? Hold on now. What does that mean? You mean hang in there, we're coming? Do you mean...
I'm gonna come.
What the hell?
I accidentally got both of them. Do you mean...
I'm gonna come.
Or do you mean you're working with Israel to help get them out? Or are you going to actually, This is kind of an important distinction to make. I need to know what you mean. Are you going to send American soldiers into Gaza? Or are you going to, work with Israel to use Israeli special forces to get American citizens out of Gaza? It's kind of an important distinction. Meanwhile, Joe Biden just, walks off.
Will you sign the CR?
The Asian girl that's like, dude, shut up and get out of
here. He goes off script.
Is there anything you can add to that?
No. Thank you.
No. Thank you. And that was Chats with Pop Pop. Now then, on to Joe's Conspiracy Corner. Joe, what have you got for us today?
To the dark corners of the internet. Deep in the dark. We're talking about Project Mockingbird today. No. Real man of genius. I'll tell you that, it's not Project Mockingbird. It's Operation Mockingbird, not to be confused with Project Mockingbird, because there is a Project Mockingbird as well. It did have to do with reporters, but it had to do with phone tapping reporters.
Anyway, you want to give us a quick rundown?
They even shows at the top, like the CIA wiretapping operation is Project Mockingbird. This is Operation Mockingbird. It's an alleged large-scale program of the United States Central Intelligence Agency, or the CIA. It began in the Cold War and attempted to manipulate domestic American news media organizations for propaganda purposes.
Uh-oh.
Imagine that.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
Operation Mockingbird recruited leading American journalists into propaganda network and influenced the operations of front groups. CIA support of front groups was exposed when a Ramparts article reported that the National Student Association received funding from the CIA. Church Committee congressional investigations reveal agency connections with journalistic and civic groups.
You want, Joe?
What?
I'm going to give this to you because this is your thing.
Look at Malik saying Conspiracy Corner is my second favorite segment.
Second favorite, not first favorite.
What's your first favorite? If you say This Week on X, I actually have to agree with you.
No, it's Chats with Pop Pop. See, I know Malik. But it could be This Week on X. I don't know. But I think it's Chats with Pop Pop.
So,
anyway.
In the early years of the Cold War, efforts were made by the United States government to use mass media to influence public opinion internationally. After the United States Senate Watergate Committee.
See, told you, Chats with Pop Pop.
In 1973, uncovered domestic surveillance abuses directed by the executive branch of the United States government, and the New York Times. In 1974, published an article by Seymour Hersh claiming the CIA...
Hold on. Stop right there. Seymour Hersh. Where have we heard that name before? Oh, that's right. He's the one that exposed the fact that we're the ones that blew up the Nord Stream pipeline.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
He has been doing investigative journalism the right way for a very, very long time. Anyway, continue.
So he published an article claiming that the CIA had violated its charter by spying on anti-war activists. Former CIA officials and some lawmakers called for a congressional inquiry that became known as the Church Committee. I'm not going to go too far into all this because we can go on for a minute.
Yeah.
But
well, we've got plenty of time, so
I'm not going to read the rest of that, though. So, here's a YouTube short.
Make sure you tell me when you're about to change screens.
I'm going on it right now.
Because I need to know so that I can keep the show notes hidden.
Okay, go now. So, here's a YouTube short. They're kind of giving a rundown. Basic rundown.
Do you know when someone's trying to manipulate you? It's not always easy, especially when that person is supposed to be a trusted source of news. Operation Mockingbird was created during the early years of the Cold War to disseminate propaganda to the public through CIA-backed journalists. In 1975, the Church Committee was created to investigate abuses by the CIA. In their official report, they stated that they found 50 journalists who had official but secret relationships with the CIA, though they chose not to name those names. In 1977, investigative reporter Carl Bernstein, already famous for his investigation of Watergate, published in Rolling Stone magazine that over 400 members of the press and 25 large organizations were secretly on the CIA's payroll. These journalists and organizations were tasked with writing and publishing fake stories that could manipulate public perception. When bribes didn't work, journalists would be threatened or blackmailed. Though Operation Mockingbird has never been officially confirmed, we know from classified records that these types of operations happened. Do you know when someone's trying to...
What's come on, man?
Never confirmed that it happened. Bullshit. Don't lie to me. We all know that it happened. Now,
here's a more in-depth video.
Does this not seem...
When does it do that?
If you don't click the right spot.
This actually works.
Now, this seems like something that one Edward Snowden exposed back in the day.
Probably.
Kind of the same thing, you know, spying on American citizens and.
But this is mostly
this, that,
about
and the other. This is more about propaganda, but still, same vein. Influencing public opinion, spying on American citizens is it's not a good look. CIA should really, I don't know, be disbanded. But that's just my opinion. So,
I believe Mr. Skelly earlier today posted something about we should get rid of the alphabet committees, and then the person was like, and replace them with what? And he was like, replace them?
Come on, man.
Anyway, here's a more in-depth in-depth video.
The person who asked him, replace them with what is there's audio of that person going.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
After they realized how stupid it sounded. Anyway, continue.
All right, so this is the more in-depth video. It's about 6 minutes.
We got time.
Do you read newspapers? Or perhaps you prefer reading things online? Maybe reading isn't your medium. How about watching the news? Because all of us, at one point or another, has consumed media, and media is an important part of our life and our society. How else am I going to check sport results from the other side of the world, or see if it will rain tomorrow? But what happens when media becomes a tool used to manipulate, a tool used to plant thoughts into our heads? Today we will look at one such instance. In 1949, a CIA director by the name of Frank Wisner was given a task. He was given a task to start an organization responsible for the manipulation of media and direct action in America and countries around the world. This operation would be known as Mockingbird. The justification for all of this was to fight against the spread of communism, but surely there was a better way to do this. The CIA would go on to hire many top journalists working for big American publications to further their cause. But they did not stop there. They would also go on to bankroll students and foreign publications as well. Anything to stop the threat that is communism. They would even go as far as funding a Hollywood film. While we could argue the ethics of Operation Mockingbird, we cannot argue its effectiveness because, like it or not, Mockingbird was effective. The CIA was able to implement a mass media manipulation system, allowing them to control a good portion of public perception. They had the ability to release media that fit their narrative while censoring those they did not like, as long as it was under a company under their control. Companies such as CBS, Time Magazines, New York Times, New York Herald Tribune, New York Post, The Washington Post, Louisville Courier Journal, and Copley News Services. Another aspect of Mockingbird was the hunt for communist sympathizer in the press and in the film industry. Investigation would be carried out looking just for a sniff of leftist ideas. In one instance, an investigation was carried out into the Hollywood film industry. This resulted in 11 offenders, 10 of which immediately sent to jail for a short period of time and blacklisted. This type of experience was not uncommon for those involved in the media and associated with the left. An American actor who goes by the name Lee J. Cobb described the experience. The blacklist is just the opening gambit, being deprived of work. Your passport is confiscated, that's minor, but not being able to move without being tailed is something else. I was pretty much worn down. I had no money, I couldn't borrow. I had the expenses of taking care of the children. Why am I subjecting my loved ones to this? He later succumbed to the pressure and began cooperating with the CIA. While Mockingbird was able to operate secretly for some time, they could not stay in the shadow forever. In 1964, David Weiss and Thomas B. Ross would publish The Invisible Government, a book going into detail about the CIA's covert activities and how the CIA operated. From there, just 2 short years later, Ramparts would publish the first expose of Operation Mockingbird. Sol Stern, the writer of the expose, described the experience. Until the Rampart story broke, the government could count on the mandarins of Washington Post journalism to protect national security secrets. But as detail of the front group spilled out, editorials in the Time and the Post skewed the secret funding arrangement and compared it with the methods used by America's Cold War enemies. The CIA was beginning to feel the heat. The Watergate scandal drew the...
The CIA doesn't stand for the Central Intelligence Agency. It stands for the Communist Intelligence Agency.
Agreed.
Attention of the American public onto America's many agencies. This led to many various investigations, the one being relevant to us being the Church hearing. In 1975, an American senator by the name Frank Church set up a committee. This committee would call in CIA Director William Colby for a hearing. The Church committee would go on to release various reports exposing the CIA, leading to public outrage. The next year, George A.W. Bush publicly ended the CIA's relation with the U.S. media, stating, "The CIA will not enter into any paid or contractual relationships with any full-time or part-time news correspondent."
Until today.
Care to elaborate on that?
Facebook.
That's right. That's right. Except for it's
And
not
Twitter.
accredited by any United States news service, newspaper, or periodical, radio, or television network or station.
Loophole.
Exactly.
Accredited by any United States news service, newspaper, periodical, radio, or television network or station. Propaganda and fake news has been a hot topic for quite some time now, especially since the 2016 US presidential election. It is a real possibility that many different governments and large organization or cooperation could be, scratch that, is.
We could probably stop it right there. But, yeah.
Interesting. Because, you know, we all know that, well, at the end of the day, the United States federal government has in fact been, you know, censoring speech and shifting public perception.
That brings us to talking about X and Facebook and even Mark Zuckerberg has even come out and said that, like, the CIA or NSA or one of them approached
the
FBI approached him and said, "Hey, you need to do something about this."
And said, "Hey, there's going to be a bunch of Russian disinformation coming down the pipe." You know, talking about the Hunter Biden laptop. You know, the things that the American people really needed to know about,
right,
were censored by social media at the behest of the federal government, which is a violation of the First Amendment. You know, granted, there was no law passed that limited the speech of Americans, but the fact of the matter is the government coerced social media companies to suppress American free speech.
Yep.
Which is against the law.
Yep.
Period. You can't do that. So it just, Operation Mockingbird may be dead, but the principles of Operation Mockingbird never died.
Yep. And they kind of made a movie. It's not about this, but it pretty much kind of does. And if you've heard of Wag the Dog, you'll know. But we'll show the preview for this theatrical trailer deal.
There's a crisis in the White House.
What's the crisis?
And the president's top advisors have been called together.
Oh, jeez.
The sexual misconduct occurred inside the Oval Office. With the election only days away, how much will this scandal affect the outcome?
The president spent the weekend pressing the flash. He wasn't campaigning, he was dating, actually.
Now, Washington's top spin doctor.
We can distract the press for 11 days till the election. I think we got a chance.
Has an idea.
We can't afford a war.
We're going to have the appearance of a war.
But he can't pull it off without Hollywood's top producer.
Do I know you?
We have some mutual friends in Washington.
Why come to me?
We want you to produce.
You want me to produce your war?
Not a war, it's a pageant. We need a theme, a song, some visuals. We need, it's a pageant.
New Line Cinema presents.
How close are you to this?
What do you want the kid to say?
All the spectacle.
I know we're all concerned for the president.
I know we're all concerned for the president.
I know that we are all concerned for the president.
He didn't sell the line.
All the drama.
The president's going to go to war with Albania in about 30 minutes.
Albania's hard to ride.
These are chips.
We need it for the armed position on the screen. It'll be a kit, and we'll punch it in later, right?
And all the effects of real war.
Okay, put the village behind her.
Give me some sound of screaming.
I would like to add, I feel like this is kind of what we see coming from Hamas right now, too.
Yes.
Without the casualties.
America has seldom witnessed a more poignant picture of...
They used the same process with the last Schwarzenegger movie. You're the man.
Albania, Albania.
That rhymes. I can't believe that we forgot a hero.
It was like we sent him the Christmas card and we left out the what do you call it?
Fruitcake.
There you go.
Sergeant Schumann, if I may, welcome to history.
How are you? Anybody want a beer? Because I could party.
When it's cooking, it's cooking.
From Academy Award-winning director Barry Levinson.
When this goes national, I get to put it on my resume?
Actually, no.
What could they do to me?
Take him home to your house and kill you.
Academy Award winner Dustin Hoffman.
This is politics at its finest.
Academy Award winner Robert De Niro.
How would you like an ambassadorship? That's my payoff. Hell, I just do it for a story to tell. Oh, no, you couldn't tell anybody. Listen, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, you couldn't tell. No, it's just it's a pageant. It's a pageant. That's what it is.
It's a pageant.
Wag the dog.
When the fit hits the shan, somebody's going to have to stay after school.
But yeah.
I think it's interesting that, they made a movie that essentially was about Operation Mockingbird.
Pretty much.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day,
It may not have been directly about it, but it kind of was.
It shifts the perceptive, and it makes me wonder how much of what we're seeing
Pros.
today is actually more of this. I think a lot of what you see coming from Hamas is probably more of this. I'm not so sure that the stuff that we're seeing from Israel is, but it could be.
You never know. We're not there.
And at the end of the day, that's what you have to remember. We're not there. America is not technically involved in any of these wars.
Nor should we be.
Nor should we be. We also shouldn't be funding them. So, I don't know. I feel like they're still doing Operation Mockingbird in a different way.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
More like Operation Mockingjay now.
Oh, see what I did in there.
Yeah, see what I did there. So,
is it 2? No, it's 3.
2.
It's 3.
Is it 3?
It is 3.
Anywho, so I mean, I don't know. We've got some time, so we can just bullshit for a minute.
I kind of want to see you pecker.
You ready for the funny?
I want to see you pecker.
You want to see my pecker?
I want to see you pecker.
You want to see my pecker?
'Cause don't forget, we still got that video too.
Oh, I know. Well, we're gonna go straight to the funny here, because it's pretty funny.
I got you. I got this.
Hit F.
All right,
just hit F.
Okay.
Now go. It didn't stop it.
No, it didn't.
Oh my God! You want to see my pecker? Joe.
No.
You want to see my pecker?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
It'll keep your head from exploding.
We didn't even keep an eye on the damn Rumble over here, did we? There ain't no chats on Rumble.
No, there's no chats. Nobody.
There's only one watching on Rumble.
Yeah, that's us. I mean, there was more at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there are or there were now, but
there will probably not be a show Saturday because this is Turkey Week.
We have plans with Kate's dad and stepmom Saturday, so
okay.
For Turkey Day.
So, in case we don't get to see you for Turkey weekend, it's the kickoff of the
Christmas
season. And so, if in case you're wondering what to get me and us folks here at the Embers of Liberty crew, in case you're wondering what to get us, well, there's
Hold on. First off, the first thing you can get us is a subscription. Smash that subscribe button.
Let's see what you did there. You rolled into that smooth.
Right? Subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. Smash the bell icon. You'll always be notified when we go live. It is a live show on Rumble and YouTube as of now. Saturday nights, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, roundabout. Sometimes a little before, sometimes a little later. Most of the time a little later. But, then also leave us a comment. It helps in the algorithm. We enjoy hearing about your political ideologies. We like knowing where you're from. And we just, in general, enjoy having a good time with like-minded folk. And sometimes different-minded folk. Just depends on whether or not you can be civil. But if you were wondering what to get us for Christmas other than a like, comment, and subscribe, this is what you can get us.
Well, last year Christmas took a toll, 'cause all I got was a lump of coal. But I'll be damned if I don't make out this year. I helped old ladies cross the road, and I saved a couple Eskimos from the cold. So Santa, are you listening? I'm riding up a list.
I'd like to point out tractor tires, life sex, more guns, a mullet.
Daddy Waterfall, we miss you.
Dear Cologne. Second cousin. A bedtime story by George Strait. Deport AOC. Deer jerky. 100% deer jerky.
Indeed.
Everybody loves deer jerky. Elk tags. Definitely that too. Hunter Biden's laptop. Bikini Snap. Everybody loves Bikini Snap. Liver King steroids.
Indeed.
Top Gun on VHS, American flag Speedo. Everybody needs an American flag Speedo. Normalized day drinking.
Yes. That's a
I want 5, 5, 6, and boom boom sticks. I'm matching pair of nines like the real John Wick. A shot it from my truck, yeah, like that shit. I don't need more socks, I need clocks. Stuff my stocking with some real good scotch. All I want for Christmas is some redneck shit.
Some redneck shit. Redneck shit, baby. Guitar.
All I want for Christmas is some redneck shit.
Well, I don't mean to ask for much, but Santa, if you could just come in clutch, I got a big old Texas list for you this year.
I gave up booze for half the day and listened to my wife and what she had to say. So Santa, are you listening? I'm riding up a list and you know I've been a good old boy. I want a lasso made of dead cord, a brick of C4, about to say goodbye to the old front door. And Major Money made 5 claymores. I need a crossbow.
I will second that. I would love some claymores for Christmas.
I'll take the deck cord.
I'll take both.
Yes.
Yes.
Vote, eat a million red votes. Go fist full of gift cards to Bass Pro. Yeah, all I want for Christmas is some redneck shit.
I want
that sweater is goated.
It is. It's very
Happy
goated.
4th of July.
Yeah, all I want for Christmas is some redneck shit. Santa's real motherfuckers. Oh, Santa, won't you please spare me those shitty gifts underneath my tree? Santa, please just read my Christmas list. Come on, come through for me. I want an ATV for hunting trophies, a matte black wrap on my old Chevy, a couple tins of wintergreen underneath.
Underneath my tree, I want a bald eagle eating apple pie. Maybe sitting on Mount Rushmore waving a big freedom boner. I don't know. Come on, let's go, boy! Yeah!
I want 5, 5, 6, and boom boom sticks. I'm matching pair of nines like a real John Wick. A shot it from my truck, yeah, like that shit.
Mariah Carey sucks.
I don't need more socks, I need clocks. Stuff my stocking with some real good scotch. All I want for Christmas is some redneck shit.
God bless Texas. Merry Christmas, y'all, from my family to yours. That was a real good song.
That was a fantastic Christmas list.
right? I mean, it just it
What are you looking for?
it just screamed.
Fuck yeah!
Would you agree?
I would
we need
completely agree.
5.56
Boom
Glocks,
boom sticks.
Glocks, and whiskey. Like,
Yeah,
you
no
cannot-
scotch. I'd rather have whiskey or bourbon. No scotch.
You cannot go wrong getting your man or your freedom loving spouse one of those 3 things.
You know what else we would really enjoy?
Wife sex.
Well, yeah, but other than that, some more Patreon subscribers.
That too.
Kyle, we're waiting on you, man. You let us know when you're available to come have your backstage experience.
And you can get on the mic.
We'll even put you on the mic, especially if it's not like tonight. We'll even let you run the computer.
Oh, snap.
Again.
Might even let you mash a sound button.
No, we'll definitely let him hit a sound button. We'll let him bring us in with the American.
I said the sound button is a little block here. It's pretty special to us.
It is full of great sound bites and controls. That's how we control the show, if you didn't know. Courtesy of myself and Kate.
Yep. We appreciate what you do.
Yes. So anyway, back to kind of the vein of Thanksgiving, right? So
Yep.
it is a tumultuous time in the world right now, and I get that. But it's even more reason to be thankful for what you've got. Right.
Right.
So, you know, as much shit as I give you, Joe, I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.
Are you getting sappy on me?
So I'm thankful for the fact that you and I decided to do this.
Started this thing
almost 3 years ago. Actually, no, it's been 3 years.
No, it wasn't 3 years. It
No,
will be.
yeah.
It will be 3 years.
It'll be 3 years in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a hot minute.
A hot minute.
Hot minute.
And you know, the thing is it started out and
we were getting like one view a night. Now tonight we have 13 people.
I mean, we've got 5 concurrent viewers right now.
It's pretty nice.
It's nice.
It just shows that you got to start somewhere. You know, we're not like it's something we're proud of. So people
actually
have made
we
fun
may
of
have
us.
7.
Some of us have people have made fun of us. Saying, "Oh, they're not getting a lot of viewers." Man, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is everything that we're getting is organic growth.
Right.
We're not out there pushing it on people. You know, there's people like Malik who I know personally who, you know, watch the show not because I do it, but because he enjoys the content.
Probes came from Facebook Libertarian World.
Yep. You know, and I've got some guys that I work with that watch, that push it out to their friends, and
we've had people just literally just find us and start listening to us.
You know, and if you're still out there watching the content and you're not able to tune in for the live shows, you know, consider joining the Patreon, because coming up shortly, I'm going to be adding some stuff, including access to the Discord server.
And one thing I want to add is you get to choose Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
Yep. If you
assuming we haven't done it.
Right. If we have done it, then, you know, obviously that's not an option. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm thankful for the viewers.
Me too.
The ones that make it worth doing the show, the guys that are here every week that comment, you know, the people who give me feedback when they watch after the fact, you know, it means a lot. Because if you're willing to give me feedback on how the show's doing well or how it can be better, you know, I take that to heart and I try to do whatever I can to make it better. So, you know, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys.
Thank y'all.
I am extremely thankful for that. But anyway,
eat y'all some turkey this week. Eat a lot of food
for sure. I mean, we've still got some time. We can bullshit for a little bit if you want to.
Man, how much? I'm not talking for no 25 minutes.
I mean, we don't have to.
We can get out of here early and go to bed.
We can.
Because
we can do that.
I gotta get up and do some work in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta get up and do homework tomorrow. School's going well though, so that's
good.
a positive.
Good.
I've already registered for 3 of my 4 classes for next semester, and
nice.
Ready to keep on trucking. You know, kids are all healthy.
Good.
So
very good.
It's looking like it's shaping up to be a great Thanksgiving. But
yep, so far. But we will not be here next Saturday. We do not plan to be here next Saturday.
Yep.
So
the plan is to not have a show next Saturday.
Everybody enjoy a weekend off.
It is entering the holiday season, so it's going to be sporadic.
We will have a Christmas special.
Well, yeah, we'll have a Christmas special. We'll have a beginning of the year special.
And now listen here. You have to be tuned in for our end of the year special.
Yeah, you got to show up for that.
Because we will have the best of Embers. And we will probably be half drunk, and
I plan on being full drunk
because it's basically
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's basically a New Year's party here at Embers.
Yeah, we probably won't talk about much actual political stuff that week. We'll probably just
you know what we really should do? We should just do the show on New Year's Eve night, but do it later, and then actually do like our own countdown.
See, that won't work because, as you know, when the kiddo's here.
Yeah, I forgot. Yep, you're right.
There is no show.
You're right.
I value that time more than anything.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
But if it weren't for that, then yes, absolutely. But she's going to be here, and
maybe 1 year then. 1 year.
You know, maybe 1 year. But for now,
Do you normally get her on New Year's?
She comes for New Year's rather than Christmas because we get a longer amount of time together.
I got you. That makes sense.
So, you know, valuing the time together is far more important than any one particular day will ever be. You know, she's going to be going to Ohio for Thanksgiving most likely, and You know, she does. They have their Christmas things that they do, and then a couple of days after Christmas, she comes down, spends about a week, and we do all of our Christmas stuff. And there's no hurry. We don't have to be anywhere at any specific time. We just do our thing, and it's really nice. So
that sounds good.
I value that time.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that, we would definitely do a New Year's Eve show,
right?
Because that would be obviously awesome. But also, Kate's birthday is New Year's Day, so
okay. But get ready for the New Year's, the end of the year show, because my hope is it will be a banger. Like, I'm even going to try to put in, like Justin does 98% of the show prep. I'm going to even try to put in stuff for that.
Let's see. So there will definitely be a show on the 2nd. Oh, nope. Go back. Get back up there. So there will be a show on the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th. There may or may not be a show on the 23rd. Depends on what we've all got going on for Christmas. And then we will probably be coming back not on the 6th, but on the 13th of January.
Okie dokie.
So probably going to count the 30th and the 6th as no-show weeks, because I'm not sure. I know Jocelyn...
That's Christmas. That's our Christmas break, baby.
Yeah. I know that the kiddo goes back to school on the 8th. So chances are I will be taking her home on the 6th or the 7th. She'll go back to school on the 8th, and then the 13th will be the first week that we have available. It'll also be my first weekend back in school.
So look at the end of the year special to be on, scroll down,
the 23rd, most likely.
Yeah. So if you don't listen to any more of them, listen to the one on the 23rd.
Listen to that one. It'll be a fun time.
We're going to have a banger.
We're going to have some nog, some homemade nog.
You going to make some nog?
I'm going to make some nog. Going to have some bourbon. Just going to have some good old-fashioned good times.
We're going to have some nog. We're going to have some bourbon. We're going to have some skirting.
There's some skirting. Just remember, this is Embers of Liberty. We got feels, reels, and bitchin' deals. Not really. We don't really have any bitchin' deals.
But make sure y'all don't drink and drive this week.
Yeah, for sure. Be careful out on the roads. Travel's going to be pretty hectic for a lot of people.
Do not hit Uncle Billy. I know he's annoying. I know he says stupid shit.
Here's the thing. I know we've all got the liberal cousins. Okay, don't fight with them. Don't fight with them. Just don't do it. It's not worth your time. They ain't never going to see things the right way.
Just put laxative in their food.
Just dose them with laxative.
Don't really do that. Don't really do that.
No.
I don't want to get calls saying that we influence that shit.
I'm not saying that you should do it, but I'm also not saying that you shouldn't do it.
I'm saying you should not do that.
I'm saying that you make whatever decision makes sense to you.
It's like, man, however you make your dress, and that's up to you. I mean, that's your business. But no, listen, do not do it.
Just do not put poison in it. Definitely, under any circumstance. Don't do that. Laxative, okay. Poison, bad.
Yeah, we are definitely not condoning the killing of anybody.
I mean, you want to put a little weed in the dressing to spice things up? Go for it. I don't care.
Jeez.
That's up to you.
Grandma getting lit.
Don't put any fentanyl in it, though.
No, geez, no.
That's a bad idea.
That's not even something to joke about. Like, fentanyl's been stupid.
As Joe Biden would say, you'll wake up dead.
Oh, jeez.
But it's been a fantastic show. Yeah, I'm Justin.
Do not kill anybody.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I'm Joe.
Tally ho, lads.